Kia ora tamariki mā, and welcome back to The Word. I wonder what you do when someone does something that annoys you or hurts your feelings. Do you get mad and scream and stamp your feet? Maybe you try to hurt them back. Maybe you've learnt to let it go and you choose to forgive them. Well, in today's parable, one of Jesus' disciples, whose name was Peter, was like, "Can I ask you a question?" And Jesus is like, "Sure you can." How many times do I have to forgive someone? Is 7 times enough? Jesus was like, you don't just need to forgive them 7 times, you need to forgive them like 70 times 7 times. I wonder if Peter was like doing the maths in his head to try and figure out how many times that was. Jesus said the kingdom of God is like a person. Let's call them Theo, who owed a lot of money to the king. And when I say a lot of money, I mean a lot. They owed millions of dollars. One day, the king decided it was time to collect all the borrowed money back. So he called Theo in and he said, "I loaned you like money when you needed it, but now I'd like you to pay it back." Well, now Theo was super worried because the money that he had all been spent. Your Majesty, I'm so sorry, but I don't have the money to pay you back right now. The king was like, "Come on, you borrowed it and now I need you to pay it back, or else there's going to be consequences that will affect your whole whānau." "Please," begged Theo, "please be patient with me. I'm so sorry, I will pay you back. I just need a little bit more time." Well, you wouldn't believe it, but the king did something really, really unexpected. He felt sorry for Theo and his whānau, and he decided to wipe the whole debt. That meant that Theo didn't owe the king anymore. Well, here's where Jesus' story gets interesting. So Theo heads out from the palace and goes straight to a worker, let's call him Frankie, who owed him a few $1,000s. But instead of wiping the debt for him like the king had just done for him, he was like, "Dude, you need to pay me now." Well, poor Frankie didn't have any money to pay him back. So he begged and he was like, "Please be patient and give me a little more time and I'll find the money and I'll pay you back." Theo was so angry that he had Frankie thrown into jail until he could pay the money back. When the other workers saw what had happened, they rushed to tell the king about it, and it made him so angry. So the king called Theo back to the palace. "I'm confused and I'm angry. Why did you have Frankie thrown in prison? I forgave you when you owed me millions of dollars, and yet you couldn't even forgive him, and he owed you so much less. You should have had mercy on him like I did for you, but because you didn't, now you will have to pay for your debt. Guards, throw him into jail." I wonder what Jesus was wanting us to learn from today's parable. Was he reminding us that it's so important to forgive others because he forgave us for all the things that we've done wrong? You know, making a habit of forgiving people because we've already been forgiven could change our world, and it's the way of the kingdom of God. Not just forgiving people once, not just twice, but 70 times 7s. So the next time someone hurts you or does something that's wrong and blames you, don't hold it against them. Instead, remember that as a lifelong follower of Jesus, we are called to love others and forgive because we have been forgiven.